our John Deere tractor is broke down. We had to drag it off the road. It is $190 an hour for them to come look at it.
Plus mileage.
Probably plus mileage.
Plus mileage.
Plus mileage. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to get them down. They drug it on. It's sitting down inside the gate at the El Rama.
No, the Nike site.
Yeah, whatever. Nike
Yeah.
site.
John
The
Deere?
brakes just locked up. So
Yellow.
we're gonna have to get that fixed. And we can tell over tomorrow morning, give them a call, get a time set up for them to come down. I know we're not here Friday, so we're gonna have to get it. We need it back. We're working on the
Slide.
Logs Run Road right now. Those guys are doing a pretty good job down there. They placed some pretty big rocks. If those rocks move, we got some serious problems. Cause then we got a lot of water.
I got a comment on the tractor road.
Okay.
We should consider pushing it up on a low boy and taking it to John Deere. A day for John Deere is gonna be $1,700 with mileage. They come out, they, just say they fix it, they need a dingle rod, they go back, next day, I mean, we're at $3,500 in a quick fix.
Can we, is there a way for us to, do you know, a way to release the brakes to get it on the local? Or can we drag that thing up on the local?
We'll have to see, maybe we'll move when it's cold. If we can't, we gotta get them to come out. I think, I'll talk to you after the meeting.
Okay.
Is that okay to get a price on hauling it up? Would that be emergency, or would we have to wait 2 weeks?
I think it's an emergency. I think especially if you need.
The other comment I have is, I want you guys to know, I did not try to go after Michelle Dupree. I didn't have enough information of why she didn't want to give the information or anything. It was a question on my end, and I didn't feel comfortable voting on it. That's why I put on her to deny it until further notice. Maybe I should have tabled it. Bad choice of my words. I'm not trying, I want to work with these people. This is our board, this is our current board. If we can't work together, then we all shouldn't be here. Because this is, you know, it's a five board member. You know, and, you know, that's all I got to say.
Thanks.
Any other comments? I have a couple quick ones. I think what we need to do is revisit, there's been a lot of talk about that Auditor General report that came out, I think it was last year. That report, Terry, I would like you and Bobby to get that report, and it was thoroughly looked over. Out of respect for past employees, that report was an audit from 3 years prior to the date that it got here. And there was some things that, you know, by all means weren't improper, but could have been done better. So, but I think we need to explain that to the public. I think out of, again, respect for employees, we were just kind of not responding to that, because obviously there's nothing wrong here. And, yes, so, but I think we need to probably bring that out and speak about it as candidly and as probably tactfully as we can, based on, you know, years and years ago. I think it needs to be done, because it was brought up here again tonight.
It's a good idea.
So if you could please, and I'm pretty sure Sarah, I'm sure your office has some detail on that.
Yeah, I believe so.
So maybe, you know, if the board feels okay with that, our office can get that and get it on the agenda for next meeting, so we can publicly discuss that and dispel any more question marks to that. Right to knows. I just wanted to again say that the right to know process is you know, a very standard process. The board members here do not follow that at all. We use our 2 right to know officers and just trust that they're following the law and responding to residents. So it's always a kind of a surprise when we get questioned on right to knows. That's why I usually, or lately, I've been asking you to expound more. But I think we need to be prepared to explain, to dispel any question marks. Again, I wanted to also say comments on filming. there was a lot said tonight, a lot, and a lot that I'm sure a lot of us are gonna sit back and absorb and try to figure out, a path forward for ourselves, but, every resident in this room has a right to film us. We have cameras on us at all times, and that goes for every resident. There's nobody discluded in that. So if one gets to do it, hundreds of get to do it. It's the people's right to film us. So I just wanted that to be made clear, no matter who they are. I wanted to say also, regarding the sewage issues in Union Township, aside from all that went on here tonight, there is one thing on my mind, and it is the public health crisis on Finley El Ramo Road. We have a duty to work for our citizens, and we have been doing that. Union Township supervisors in June of 2016, and again, I shouldn't speak for the rest of the board, but I feel comfortable with all of you that I can speak for most of us here. And this board has been diligently working hard since June of 2016, when we had a public workshop regarding all of the horrendous sewer issues in this township that went left unchecked and unattended for years and years and years. We, with our management team, we strategically planned, built, and managed several sewer districts that were neglected for far too long, and we did 3 of them simultaneously. The biggest one that's coming to where we have to go for funding for, it's going to be almost $4 million, and that's going to be Mingo Church, and that's going to be a package plant that's owned and maintained by this township. It's going to be a monumental project. But with that said, I just wanted to tell the residents that, at least for me, my commitment here is to improve the quality of your life. Because it is a real shame that in this day and age, in the technology-driven life that we're in, that we have raw sewage on the street. It makes me sad. I'm sick over it. So you have my commitment to solve this problem until it's done. And I just want, that's all I wanted to say.
And my commitment.
So I would like to make a motion to adjourn.
Oh, you skipped.
Oh, I'm so sorry, I almost, yes, I apologize.